Hello, hello, and good evening. We are here tonight to finish up the Paralogism, whatever it is, and we are going to finish up the Archon quest and see what else we can get done, see what else got released, and play through it all. Have fun. All right. Oh, apparently there's a little bit of updating. I guess we get a chit chat about the update. What did they update? Who knows? Anybody? I don't think they updated much because there was the quest and then of course there was going to be the event, so it's possible there's another event. We shall have to see. This should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I always love a good event because Genshin rewards highly for their events, and I'm still a Jade whore. Hi. I have a problem, and I admit it. I need my Stellar Jade. Wait, Stellar Jade. Wrong game. I need my Primos. I'm a Primo whore. Will turn tricks for Primos, just saying. Or Stellar Jade. I am an equal opportunity trick turner. Thank you. Let's see here. Woohoo! Looks like we are almost ready. Genshin, you take your sweet time, don't you dare. Alright. Let's see here. And we are ready to go. I'm excited. And we are loading. All the loading. Okay. Let's see. We were working on the gardener. Ah, we are going back. Oh, you always love a good flashbang, don't you, Cake? Good flashbang. Let me tell you, playing this game, starting this game in a dark room, I don't recommend.
You hear that? The heavens are whispering to all living things. It's time for bed now.
Oh, it's time for bed, is it? I mean, that's why we're here. Everybody's in bed. That's why it's safe to stream, right? Alright, let's see. Where are we headed? Down. We are headed down, down, down.
Yep, this place is as freezing as ever. Paimon's hands are turning to ice.
Poor Paimon. I think you'll be okay. Alright, so clearly we have to go down and get inside. In the cave, yes? Might improve your mood. I don't know if it's safe in there. Wait, I want the tooth. Can I collect? Please, let me collect. No, of course not.
Still beating away after all this time.
I mean, it's always been doing that. You know how many years it's been? He's stealing his brother's heart. I mean, can we trust Beto?
May Paimon ask a question? Who is Durin to you? Do you think of him as one of your kind? And is he a dragon, person, animal, or monster?
He's literally kind of like his half sibling because they're both created by the same person. I mean, in theory, is a stretch. Well, of course, it would be incorrect, but also correct because you're both created by the same person.
Sounds like you prefer humans to dragons, then.
Not so much a matter of preference, rather as things stand, I would say. I know. Yeah, unfortunately, with the voice actors still being on strike, or at least they were still on strike as of the time that they did this. Hopefully, we'll have voice lines later. Albeit a truly unique category thereof, but then again, most forms of life in this world possess some unique traits. Of course they do. Yeah, you're the only one. You're made of chalk, though, as I recall. Not clay, but chalk. You're still sort of like a golem, though, just so we're clear. Strong interest in becoming human. Yeah, Durin's talked, Mini Durin, I should say, has talked about that for a while. It's like since we met him. Not to mention extremely challenging one, but I understand why he came. Okay. This project deals with the past and the future and stands to profoundly impact many lives. That primarily is what makes it worthwhile. Okay. I mean, I can generally agree with you on that. I mean, helping Mini Durin become who he wants to be is not, I'm going to disagree with you on that, a secondary consideration. I would consider that fairly primary, but, you know, you and I have never really seen eye to eye, Albedo. Your personal motivations are nothing so grand and meaningful. You're pursuing something you believe in. What exactly was that again that you were pursuing? I mean, I don't think you murdered people. Like, that I knew, but like, I don't know if your motivations here are good either. Because to cultivate life what the world cannot generate endogenuously? I'm gonna have to look up the meaning of that one. Is to cultivate the world itself. Help? Help, Google? What is the meaning of endogeneously? An internal cause or origin. Making it an adverb with an ly. Internal. Okay. 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 Whatever aids life in attaining a greater level of perfection improves the world by doing so. Okay. I can agree with that. It's not a question of whether this ought to be done, merely whether I wish to. See, that's where I'm going to disagree with you. That's not how I think of things. The alchemical enterprise is concerned with deciphering and comprehending all forms of knowledge. Yeah, we know you're interested in knowledge. But is it knowledge for knowledge's sake, is the question. Are you, in fact, a Naxa? Just asking. Of course, that's not to say that this is just a science experiment. Anything that affects Mondstadt, I approach first and foremost as a member of the Knights of Favonius. Oh, okay. I mean, given that the other thing you said was, if I suddenly lose it and decide to destroy Mondstadt, would you stop me? Okay. I don't think that as a Knight of Favonius you would do those things. And we're going to put that inside Mini Durin. We need to talk. Mini Durin is only about that big.
Looks like a golden energy has encased the dragon's heart.
I mean, it's a heart. Of course it's beating. Goes thumpity thumpity. I mean, it's even got the sloshy blood sounds. I didn't need the whole heart, just the core. The rest will soon lose its vitality completely. You know, I can appreciate. We only need the center of the heart. The rest of it's, you know, unnecessary. This time, Durin's body should finally die for good. That sounds awfully hopeful.
Wait, but
Let's hope he doesn't instead rise from the dead.
What's gonna happen to the fake Hertha? And what about the people who fell under Durin's influence?
The people. Oh, the people. Okay. Well, yeah, there were some people, but there was also, like, Hertha and the others who were technically Whopper flowers or whatever they were. May you finally rest in peace. Poor Durin. Durin needs to finally rest in peace, y'all. Poor guy's heart has been sitting here beating for, well, let's just say it's been a very long time. Durin's influence on the citizenry, creating a new Durin through alchemy. Oh, it's all the same. Oh, I'm gonna, no, but okay. Chuck Boy here is acting a little anaxa for me. You know what I mean? He's knowledge for knowledge sakes here. Armed with this heart, I'll be able to complete the alchemical array and deal with all these issues in one go. Oh, really? You think so, huh? Wait, does this mean the collectibles? No, the collectibles are still here. Gotta get them. Hello? Collectible, thank you. I do love a good collectible. Now where are we going? Hello? Ah, back to Mondstadt. I ain't running that whole way. That's just a little too far for me. Thanks. Alright, does anybody have an opinion on whether or not I should attempt to roll for Escoffier? I hear that she is incredibly useful for cryo teams. I do have a cryo team. Just maybe don't play it as often as I should. Let's call it a day. Thank you.
We sure learned a lot.
Didn't we, though? Mondstadt's a lively place during Windbloom. This is true. I like Windbloom.
Oh yeah, the festival! Wonder who the Windbloom star is gonna be this time.
It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me.
Well, we've been too busy dealing with this situation the entire time. Who else would be free to work during the Windbloom festival?
Me. Obviously. Just us. I have to wait until 2 days later, huh? Okay. We can do this. There we go. I'm napping in this spot for 2 days. I take a nap. I take a nap right here. I take a very extensive nap right here. I'm just gonna keep napping. I nap. Shongshu. Wakey wakey. Oh boy. There are certain issues again. Oh, shocking. But we'll get primos for that. All right.
The Windbloom festival is about to begin. Let's go check it out.
Oh, I do love me a good Windbloom festival. So far, I have done all the Windblooms. And I love Windbloom. Hello, chicken. Yes, I know. Nahida is not all the chicken. That's okay. I don't need to kill all the birds. Timmy already looks at me funny enough with the number that I do kill. There's Stanley, you're looking real sad, dude. Yes, we know. The real Stanley. Yes. He's poor Stanley. Someday, man. Wasn't it a sweet quest? He really cared about his friend. But it's very much like Venti's story, you know? Like, why is Venti in the body he's in? Like, yeah, that whole thing. I'm going up to the plaza. I shall go up and over the wall. I better not run though. That would be unfortunate. Because then I wouldn't have enough stamina to make it to the top of the wall. And there's one thing I'm definitely known for. It's my stamina. Yeah, it did tie into that, but Stanley's thing was such a good moment. Didn't it? It was a really good moment. All right, all right. Okay, but I do love this new here, start the story quest thing. I like this. It's very pretty. I'm a big fan of pretty. And Jean is not voiced either. During this year's Windbloom Festival, the people have all banded together. Yes, we did defeat monsters. Okay. Okay. Um. Oh no. Really? You're gonna make it venti? Really? Okay. Tone deaf bard it is.
Wow! Amazing!
uh, yeah, I can't believe it either. No, where's Venti? No. No, you don't get to get drunk. No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay. We're gonna listen to Venti sing. Is that okay? Wait, you could do it now? Right now? You can fuck it up and summon a dragon to the festival? Oh man. Oh no. The 18th worldly and 20th passages. Okay. Oh my gosh. Elevate festering flesh into sacred. Oh my god. Okay. He just did the reverse Thanatos snap. I shouldn't laugh, but he did. Okay, where's... Go back.
Albedo, how did everything go?
Oh my god. Go back. I need to see. It's okay. Everything's okay. I need to see him again. He looked like a scaramouche but with wings. Like the sort of bowl cut like Scaramouche has?
Really?
Oh
So
god.
Mini Durin looks like a human
Uh-huh. With wings. Oh, but, but I don't. No. I don't want to give him time. I'm very grumpy, but okay.
now? So how do you feel right now?
Okay, you achieved a personal goal. Yeah. I mean, that was probably the largest array anyone has set up in since it filled most of Mondstadt, but yeah, seems like a good personal goal. She would have made a rare facial expression had she seen it. Uh, so you wanted Daughter to see it and praise you? Um, um, Albedo, Albedo, come here, bud. Come here. We need to talk. You need therapy,
She?
Daughter. Told ya. To find the truth of the world. Well, the truth of the world is it's got a false sky, and okay, we'll just go from there. Get a life. Nicely done, Daughter. Here, I thought they actually meant the truth of Teyvat. My bad. I had to find out about myself and the world around me, get to know me, and get to know other people. Well, you kind of did. Life is the space that exists between. No, I don't think it exists between you and the world. I think it is the space that exists between you and other people. That is life. And yes, you do have to inhabit that space to live a life. Equivalent to finding the truth of the world. I mean, okay. I'm still going to
So
disagree with you
that's
on
what
what
she
life
meant,
is.
huh? Well, no wonder those monsters wanted to infiltrate the city and replace you. They wanted your life for themselves.
Greedy bastards. Okay. Still, I found this whole series of events has given me new inspiration to do bigger and better things. Kinds of family bonds they will form. Most people would probably see the events of the last few days as something out of a nightmare, but for me, it's just part of my family life. I mean, you kind of already had a family because Klee is basically your cousin. I mean, sort of. You will have to step into the world and face the same constraints. Oh, your brother has enjoyed this far now. Durin? We're discussing Durin. New Durin, right?
You've got an unusual family, that's for sure.
I suppose we get it from our mother. Yeah, yeah, she's pretty unusual. These are all kinds of families in the world. Some base their lives around the family store, others around the farm. My family, we tend to the flower beds, and now I'm a gardener too. As long as you feel like you gained something from the experience. And I like gardening, so I'm not going to talk bad about that because I do like a nice garden. I just prefer growing veggies and fruits to flowers, but flowers are pretty. Master never showed her face, but if the Hexen Circle knows what I've done, that means she knows as well and gave her approval. Okay, that's a stretch, but okay. Unless Daughter is the head of the Hexen Circle. Since devouring Nabarius, it would seem she has finally found a modicum of peace. Devouring Nabarius? Who's Nefarious. Wait, did I miss who Nefarious was? If so, I'm truly happy for her. She didn't always have a penchant for madness. Wait, Rhine was mad? I mean, she was probably grumpy. She was one of the sinners of Conria, so there's that.
Devouring Nefarious?
Yeah, thank you.
What's Nefarious?
Somebody was gonna ask, thank God. The ruler of life. Wait, is this another one of those things like we met in Natlin? Because we met the one of death. That one was pretty cool.
What?
And Alice told me about it not long ago, but it came as no surprise. I knew Master would do it sooner or later. She ate life? I mean, we only managed to make it a deal with death, so we certainly didn't eat death. Nefarious is not gone. Instead, because of Master's actions, she and Nefarious are now one. Okay, that makes more sense, because I was gonna say, I don't think you can eat that. Thank you so much for your help during this ordeal and choosing to stand by my side through it all. See, I always said it was alleged. You didn't do it.
Of course. That's what friends are for.
Yes, Paimon took the words out of my mouth. I'll make sure to pass along the sentiment when I report back to Master Jean. Okay.
Oh, so you're heading back to headquarters? Well, good luck with the report.
Do we get to meet Durin? I want to go see my buddy, Durin. Hello? Hello? Hey!
Wow, this Windbloom Festival turned out to be a special one. It feels like we really made a difference.
I want to see Durin. How about I see Durin?
Oh, Paimon almost forgot. If the Windbloom star has already been chosen, what is this year's Windbloom gonna be?
Oh no, we should go ask Venti. See? Oh, yeah, the spinny one. With the spinning
Venti,
flower.
you're back.
Couldn't keep my two dear friends in the dark about this year's wind bloom, now could I? The Cecilia. It's the Cecilia? Okay. See, I always want it to be the spinny flower. True feelings of the prodigal son. I know the Cecilia is his flower. I have him fully leveled. But that doesn't mean I like the flower. I still wanted it to be the spinny one. The true flower feelings of the prodigal son, a sentiment as sweet and warm as the gentle spring breeze, perfect for the season. Lady Nyx, give me your hand. Ooh, getting forward much, Venti? Forward much? The mages are very pleased that you and Albedo managed to pass their trial. Albedo received the materials he sought, and so you deserve something in return as well. Wait a minute, Venti. Why are you doing the Hexen Circle's bidding? Uh, okay, okay, we'll go with it. Right, if he asks to see my ankles, it's all over. I'll show him my dress. He can see my hips instead. Hexen Circle wants you to have this. It contains something entirely one of a kind, a secret of sorts. When the time is right, it will reveal itself to you. Oh, will it really? You know, usually we say things about people who randomly pop out and reveal things to me, and they usually get arrested for it, Venti. It it's not a good look, bud. It's not a good look on you. No need to open it right away. Oh, good.
Wow, a gift and a mystery all in one. The mages sure love their secrets, huh?
Every time we've run into them, they certainly love their mysteries. According to the sender, you're probably the only person who could make use of something like this. So I suppose it belongs with you. I mean, by that argument, sure. Oh well, all I did was deliver it. Oh boy. Although I did go to great lengths during this whole ordeal, I suppose a reward for my efforts wouldn't be out of the question. Look, I leveled you and you're still of no use to me. So I've got a great reward for you. How about you actually become useful? How about that? You know, in combat.
You've helped a lot, Venti. How about we treat you to a drink?
Okay, that's fair. I would absolutely get him a drink. He's still a good boy.
Of course, Dad! Let's go to the tavern right now!
Wait, can we get him a water? Venti needs a drink of water. Sippy, sippy, Venti. He'd be so offended. When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free. Through shadows so cold, he sought wisdom untold, chasing a fragrance the wind only knows. There's Eula. And the fact that Eula is having food with Mika, it kind of makes sense. That's actually a pretty decent start to a party over there. Thank you for stopping by, Cake. Appreciate it. We will see you another time, I hope. I hear Harunakai Star Rail is getting ready to update, so we will probably be playing that next. Unless Nero comes out with another update, and then maybe it'll be Nero. I guess we'll wait and see. Wistfulness waned and faded into the night as he stepped from the darkness and into the light. Aww. Alright, Venti gets cider. He can have some cider, not just water. Second drink will be water. Hey, there we go. I get my primos for the day. I'm already in Mondstadt. I don't really need to teleport back to Mondstadt. I do need to trial Escoffier. Haven't done it yet. I should probably definitely trial her before I roll for her. Probably, definitely. Definitely, probably. Oh, why do I feel so slow today? Ah, that's why. I've apparently been playing too many other games. I forgot how to sprint in Genshin. You are not who I needed to talk to, sir. That is definitely not right. Ah, hello, Catherine. You're who I meant to talk to. Go get me more goodies.
Ad Astra.
And I shall take
Thank
my,
you for
my
completing
Primos.
today's.
Thank you very much. Primos. And more. I've got an incomplete story quest. Ah, yes, I can do Escoffier's story quest. That is Escoffier, right? Wait, what is that? Go to the newsstand in the Court of Fontaine. Go to the entrance of the Hotel de Bourg. Well, both of these require going to Fontaine, so might as well. Let's pop over to Fontaine and see what's going down.
Huh? Is that Navia over there? Oh, it's been a while. Let's go say hi.
Navia, I need some macarons. Got any
Hey,
cookies?
Navia, what you up to?
Shh! Get lost, Monica!
I don't want to see you back here until you're ready to wake up and start doing things properly! Right now, you're a disgrace to my kitchen and to the Hotel de Boer name!
Wow. Harsh.
It was an accident.
I'm sorry, did you hear me asking for excuses?
No, I'll do better, I promise.
Why is she so aggressive? She won't even listen to what the poor girl has to say.
Oh,
Oops.
Paimon.
Hey,
Paimon.
cut her
Paimon.
some slack. You gotta at least hear her out.
Paimon, it's my job to get involved in things that we shouldn't. Not yours. Mine.
Wait! Huh? Who do you think you are? So, you're bringing backup now. Suit yourself!
Paimon.
Savannah, is this how you always treat your staff?
My staff is right. I'm the one in charge here now. And last time I checked, the Hotel de
Oh,
Boer
boy.
doesn't take orders from the Spina di Rosula.
Wow.
Of
She's got
course.
an
How
attitude.
you run your kitchen is none of our business. But when a member of your staff is so overworked he becomes gravely ill, that most definitely is our business. We're going to stand up for him, whether you like it or not.
Okay. I've run a commercial kitchen before. You shouldn't be working your staff like that. Don't do it, y'all. It's a recipe for disaster.
Overworked? I've said it before and I'll say it again. If Vermont can't handle the job, then tough luck. There are plenty of other capable
boy.
people I can hire instead.
Oh boy. Sippy sippy.
But Philmont can do the job, he just...
Water. Thank you.
Monica, back inside, now!
I'm sorry, you fired her? I was here for that.
Huh? But you said I shouldn't come back until...
Right.
Just do as you're told, and not another word out of you. Come on, we have work to do.
Oh, Lord. Mm. Can I slip and accidentally cause a terribly large bloom reaction on this bitch right here? Oops. It was an accident.
Wow, what a horrible person.
Sorry. Looks like I've dragged you into some drama again.
See, Navia? I'm pretty sure that was Paimon's doing. I was here for that too.
Her name is Savannah. She's the new head chef at Hotel de Boer.
Uh-huh.
Ever since she took the job, she's been enforcing a brutal work regime and putting a huge amount of pressure on her staff.
Oh boy. Who did she take over for? And how did she get the
One
job?
guy was so overworked, he collapsed from illness. He's been bedridden for days, and he can barely even talk properly.
I think it was probably more than just overwork then.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I don't deserve to be a chef.
At his family's request, the Spina di Rosula is trying to mediate on his behalf.
Oh,
We're not
goodness.
exactly
Excuse
making
me.
a ton of progress, as you saw.
My brain requires oxygen. I must continue to breathe. We are not exactly making a ton of progress. If you make progress with that bitch, you let me know. Because
Savannah
about the
is
only
adamant
progress you're going to
that
make is
Vermont's
digging her a
exhaustion and
6-foot deep
illness
hole.
have nothing to do with her or how she's been running her kitchen. She's refusing to have any kind of meaningful dialogue with us. Our next thought was to talk to the other chefs at the restaurant and get a better idea of their working conditions.
No.
But with Savannah watching them like a hawk, no one has been willing to open up.
I mean, if you stop and think about it, would you speak out against her? I'd shut my mouth.
And that's why I'm here, doing it the old-fashioned way. Camping out, watching, and waiting for an opportunity.
Oh, shoot! It all makes sense now. Sorry. Paimon should have thunked before she spoke. Did Paimon ruin everything?
Yes, Paimon. Yes, you did.
Oh, no, not at all, Paimon. Honestly, the way she was laying into Monica, someone had to step in. I'm sure I would have piped up if you hadn't.
Okay. Paimon's not a bad person. But I don't know what Paimon thought she was gonna do.
And besides, I don't really think I'm built for espionage.
I mean, you probably need a more subtle outfit if you wanted to do that in Fontaine, but okay.
Yeah, meaning it's gonna be all the more difficult to get the inside scoop now. Oh, I might as well head back to the Fleuve Cendre then. We'll need to come up with a whole new game plan.
A whole new game plan. Have fun.
Paimon will join you, 'cause this is kinda all Paimon's fault.
Wait, I don't need to join. I didn't screw anything up. I was just gonna go in and order some dinner.
Oh, guys, it's fine.
Yeah.
You don't need
okay.
to worry about it. That said, if you were planning to visit the Fleuve Cendre anyway, let me take you out for a meal. I'll make sure it's a proper feast.
I mean, I did just suggest I was gonna go have
A
dinner.
really famous chef just joined the Spina di Rosula's tavern. Her name is...
Wait, Escoffier works for you?
Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to apologize for the scene you witnessed just now. We shouldn't subject our customers to that. This is a small token from us. It's some candy from Monica. She asked me to make sure it was delivered into your hands.
Monica's the one apologizing? Huh. Clearly Savannah is the one who owes an apology.
I mean, yeah.
Our head chef has been a little highly strung lately.
A little.
Sorry for everything.
Okay.
All right. Since there's candy, Paimon will drop it. Not the
Not the
candy.
candy. Yeah, nah. Not the candy.
Thank you for understanding. We'll make sure to pass your feedback on to Miss Savannah.
A little highly strung, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Paimon doesn't get it. How did someone like her even become head chef?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
How?
according to Fermat's family, she hasn't always been like this. But that's a story for another time. Let's try this candy.
Wait. You better read the wrapper. Make sure there's not like a message or something on it. Right?
Oh, Paimon totally gets it. Come on, dig in.
Right?
Huh? Hold on, there's something written on the wrapper.
Got it.
Find Escoffier.
There you go.
Escoffier? Could this mean...
Huh? You know that name, Nadia?
Yeah. Let's stick to the plan and go back to the Fleuve Cendre for now. That's where we'll find Escoffier anyway.
Fontaine music, man. So good. Everything about Fontaine is so good. I'm feeling very reminiscent about Fontaine. Been too long
So,
in Natlin.
who is this Escoffier, anyway?
Well, for starters, she used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Boer, before Savannah.
Yeah,
She
exactly.
recreated the legendary Gâteau de Boer and restored the restaurant back to its former glory.
Then why didn't she stay?
Safe to say, she's the most renowned head chef in the Hotel de Boer's history. After the culinary genius Modeste himself.
Modeste. I guess that was
Gâteau
where she
de
originally
Boer.
started it.
That's the super exclusive cake that they only sell a few slices a day, right? her place.
Well, apparently, the Hotel de Boer was reported for a safety incident. Someone claims that the kitchen was adding an illegal substance to their menu.
Water.
But none of the chefs had any idea how it could have gotten into the food.
Excuse me. Oh my
In
goodness.
the end,
I shouldn't say
Escoffier
that.
decided
It's
that
not
as head
funny.
chef, she should
It's
take
not
responsibility. And she was sent to the fortress of Meripede.
Nobody's
The
saying what it was.
Fortress of Meripede?
Oh, so she's in the fortress. We could go back. We got sent there just for eating cake.
Well, you're right.
That's
The
true.
quantity of the substance they found was fairly minimal. Even the guards believed the whole thing was probably just an accident. Escoffier didn't have to stay in the fortress for long, but still, by the time she returned, the role of head chef had already passed to Savannah.
So that's what happened. Paimon still thinks it's really unfair.
Is it unfair? Is it?
Even though Escoffier is no longer head chef at the hotel, she's still well respected by the staff.
And apparently sane compared to
I'm
the one who runs it
guessing
now.
what Monica wants is for us to convince Escoffier to try and negotiate with Savannah on the staff's behalf.
Ah.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Monica wants Escoffier to come back and kick Savannah out.
I mean, yeah,
It's
probably.
simple. If the new head chef is stressing everyone out, then the solution is just get the old one back.
Yeah, but you kind of have to make sure that they get hired by the hotel in this case. Restaurant in other cases, but like,
Well, about that.
right?
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove. You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom. What do you say, Hilaire?
I'm sorry, Cream. I'm sorry, Mushroom.
I'm sorry, Mushroom.
As you can see, Escoffier is that kind of chef as well.
I'm at a
You
loss
have to
for
leave it on the heat
words.
for long enough to allow those flavors the chance to come out. Don't be fooled by the aroma when the water first starts to boil. Got it?
Yes, Chef.
Then go back and do it again. The customers are still waiting. Remember where you went wrong and don't repeat the same mistake twice.
No, I'm okay with that.
Yes, Chef.
I mean, I wouldn't make somebody apologize to the cream and mushroom, but don't make the same mistake twice. That's not good.
Excuse us,
Waiting to be served? Sorry, we're pretty busy. I'm afraid you have to join the line.
Oh, no, we're not here to eat.
So you're not paying customers? Then I'm afraid the wait will be even longer.
It's hard to talk to Escoffier when she's in the zone. Let's take a seat. We can catch up while we wait.
Uh-huh. I mean, okay, that's fair. Gotta wait till after the rush, yeah. Is the dinner rush over?
Looks like the rush hour is finally over. Is it always this busy here?
These days, yes. I'd say business has tripled since Escoffier joined as temporary head chef. Well, in her words, the Hotel de Boer doesn't need her anymore. It doesn't look like she's got any plans to go back.
I mean, having seen the state of the kitchen staff, I'm gonna say they do need you, but okay.
I guess I'll be heading off then.
Wait, take these home with you. We can't serve them now, and there's no sense in letting them go to waste.
Oh, thank you, Chef.
For what? Like I said, I just don't want them going to waste. Oh, and tell Fiamma to get well soon, so you're not running yourself ragged every single shift.
Firmo. That's the second time we've heard that name.
He's the chef that fell ill from stress.
Yes.
Hilaire is his son. And with Mom stuck at
that
home
explains a
taking care
lot.
of Dad, he decided to pick up some work to help pay the bills. Escoffier knows their situation, so she's been making some extra food every day for him to take home.
Aw.
Hey, I heard that, Navia.
Yep, you did. Haha.
I've told you before. No one's making extra food. Hilaire is making blunders in the kitchen, and I can't serve his failed dishes, so he might as well take them home.
Oh.
Yeah. Failed
Failed
dishes that
dishes.
just so happen to be nutritionally complete every single time.
So, you two must be the world-famous traveler and her companion, Paimon, yes? Is there something I can help you with?
Oh, so you know us already. We'll skip the introduction then. We're here to talk about Savannah.
Oh, I certainly am.
Boy.
The Spina's headquarters are right next to the tavern. And I've lost count of the number of times Navi has come to pester me about it. But I don't work for the Hotel de Boer anymore. And being ex-head chef doesn't give me the right to interfere with that business. Besides, I'm the one who persuaded Savannah to take the job in the first place.
You may have wanted to instruct her in how to be a head chef first. Maybe? Might have been a good plan.
What?
Well, she was a much gentler person back then. A little timid, even. She wasn't at all confident that she was the right fit for the role.
That's hard to believe. Are we definitely talking about the same Savannah here?
Yeah, I've got questions. Questions?
Honestly, I do wonder if she's just emulating me. I mean, I'm not the most pleasant head chef to be around either.
I mean, you're still better than her.
Anyway, suffice to say that given the history between us, it'll be tricky for me to tell her she's doing her job wrong without coming across like a huge hypocrite.
Nah.
Fiamar and the others probably think that Savannah gets it all from me.
Why were we looking at her shoes? Anyone? I mean, they're cute shoes, but like, what was the point?
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Escoffier. Look at this note we got from Monica.
She mentioned me.
Whatever shortcomings you feel you have, it looks like Monica still trusts you. As for the others, well, how can you know what they think unless you ask them?
Monica.
Plus, it's not like we're asking you to storm in there and raise hell.
I mean, you
We're
could.
only in the initial phase of our investigation. All we're trying to do is get the other chefs to open up to us.
We could just storm in there and raise hell.
Oh, Monica. Oh, Monica.
Escoffier?
I can't believe her. Powdered sugar is supposed to be applied sparingly. Look at all that on the wrapper. It's thicker than the sole of my shoe.
Lordy. Very
Unbelievable. I won't stand for this. She has to learn. Come on, we're going.
Okay.
Wait, so now she's,
At least she's convinced herself to go.
Let's go catch up to her.
Back
We don't
off
want to
and let
keep
it
her
happen.
waiting.
Let's just sit back and let it happen naturally. Yes, I know. I'll have to go back here. Wait, do we actually get to go see the kitchen of the Hotel de Boer? Come on. Get me in the kitchen. Hold me
Wait.
in the kitchen.
She looks like. Is that a.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Wait, the kitchen's upstairs? Why would the kitchen be upstairs?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I messed up your order.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Maybe the taste is a little off, but if you hadn't brought it up, I don't think I would have noticed.
But please, you have to forgive me or Chef is gonna... Okay, I know. I'll kneel before you.
Monica, when a woman says she'll kneel before somebody, it does usually mean being forgiven.
What the heck?
Right? He knows what it means.
Get up, Monica! Can't you see that you're just making your customer feel more awkward?
Ah, Escoffier?
Nah, can't be her.
If you want forgiveness, then do what any self-respecting chef would do. Make the dish again. And this time, get it right. You cannot go begging your customers to feel sorry for you.
Yep, that's true.
Savannah said that I'm not allowed back in the kitchen until I've corrected my mistake. But if I can't go back into the kitchen, I can't do the dish over.
Yeah, that's a
some
catch-22
backwards
right there.
logic. How can you fix your mistake without being allowed to cook? If this is what Fermat had to put up with, then no wonder he had a breakdown.
I mean, it's a catch-22.
We apologize for interrupting your meal, sir.
It's fine. With my layman's palate, it's not like I can tell the difference anyway. I was actually quite enjoying my meal until she appeared out of nowhere and started apologizing. Gave me a bit of a fright, to be honest.
And then knelt before you. Yeah.
Oh,
Terrified
well,
you.
it's because Chef Savannah tasted a bit of the leftover soup from my pot and then threw me out of the kitchen.
Gosh, that's pretty strict. Has she always been that way? I don't recall things being like this when Escoffier was head chef here. I gotta say, you're all looking a little worse for wear these days.
I mean, Escoffier was strict too, but I think the difference is that her criticism was more constructive, so you knew what you did wrong and how to improve, and
You are having this conversation with a customer. No. No. We don't have that conversation with a customer.
we all knew that it came from a good place. Chef Escoffier was hard on us because she truly wanted us to reach her level.
No.
But these days, whenever we make a mistake, we just get told to wake up, get your head in the game, or just do it again. And it's only gotten worse since word got out that Chef Escoffier had started working again in the Fleuve Cendre.
Monica, you don't need to call me chef. I'm not the boss here anymore.
Yeah, but through no fault of your own. What happened back then? That wasn't on you, and all of us know that. That banquet was a huge event, and so many staff were involved every step of the way. With so many moving parts, there's no way of knowing how that lumiline ended up in the food we served.
Okay, so it wasn't water.
Lumiline? What's that?
A new drug from the Fontaine Research Institute, produced from an extract of the Lumitoir.
Lumitoir.
Apparently, it sharpens the senses, so they used
Lumitoir,
it to treat
the
people with impaired
flower.
responses to stimuli.
Feather. Flower. Flower.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. They found out you can use it as a flavor enhancer since it stimulates the taste buds. Makes things pretty addictive.
I mean, so it's sugar, right?
They also found that overuse can have mood-altering effects, and even lead to nerve damage. So it quickly ended up on the guard's list of controlled substances.
So did it end up as a controlled substance in the time span of after I bought it and after I baked the cake, but before I served the cake? I'm just asking.
Unfortunately, however, some food products containing the additive had already made it to the market by the time the guards banned it from the restaurant industry.
Like I said.
Everyone knows that in all likelihood, someone probably just purchased a batch of contaminated ingredients by mistake. But you took all the blame. We all know why. You just didn't want to see this turn into a place where tensions are constantly running high. Because everyone's suspicious of each other all the time. And now look at you. A fry chef in the Fleuve Cendre.
I mean, she's not a fry chef. But okay.
What are you trying to say? Sure, the Spina's Tavern is no Hotel de Boer, but come on. It's not that bad, is it?
No. I mean, yes, but no.
Oh, The Fleuve Sandra, you say? Great. That's where I'm dining from now on.
This is why we don't have this conversation in front of customers.
Monica, I'm very happy with my current job. And there's no changing the past. We just have to let bygones be bygones. Besides, at the end of the day, I was the head chef, regardless of whose mistake it was. Ultimately, the responsibility lay with me.
If only Savannah was half the boss you were.
Why do I see a meetup between Escoffier and the bathhouse owner going really well?
I'm sorry? Do you have a problem with my conduct as head chef?
Yes. Yes, I do.
No.
Thank you for asking,
no, chef.
So, you do remember who's boss?
It's me. I'm the boss.
Escoffier? I thought you'd left this place for good. What are you doing back here?
Existing.
What happened to you, Savannah? Why are you acting like this? When I turned this place over to you,
You made me the head chef and gave up your right to tell me how to do my job.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
You're not the boss here anymore, so stop acting like you own the place.
Whoa. Sounds like someone has a chip on her shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, Savannah! My God, have you grown a temper since I last saw you? Have you put even half the amount of energy into improving your cooking skills, or are you still using the Pluie Lotus as an off-brand marcotte, thinking no one can tell the difference?
Okay. I haven't tasted them, but I can see the difference.
That's none of your business!
What happened to not storming in and raising hell?
Like I said, we're gonna storm in and raise hell, Paimon.
Ho ho! I was not expecting to see something this spicy as soon as Escoffier returned.
I mean, I did. Have you
Huh?
seen her before?
Fan Asian?
Aye, miladies. Might I make a humble suggestion? Given that we have ourselves a tete-a-tete between chefs at the Hôtel de Bord, I dare say it would be de rigueur to settle this the traditional way.
A cooking contest.
The traditional way?
It's a cooking
That can only
contest,
mean
right?
one thing.
It's a cooking contest, right? It's a cooking contest.
That's right. I'm talking, of course, about the tradition established by Modeste himself. The cooking contest!
Yeah. I was right.
According to legend, the founders of Hotel de Boer, Modeste and Savelli, used this method to resolve all of their disputes. Everything from petty arguments over next week's menu to disagreements over the strategic direction of the restaurant. The cooking contest would decide who had the final say.
Huh. Sounds like they had a lot of free time on their hands.
Ah, well, it might sound that way to us. But in fact, the cooking contest played an enormous role in motivating chefs to hone their skills, reaching new heights of excellence in the culinary arts.
That's fair. That's fair.
And indeed, the reintroduction of this institution in recent years has surely been instrumental in transforming the Hôtel de Bord into the top-ranking restaurant in Fontaine.
Iron Chef.
Reintroduction? Someone brought it back? Who?
The original Iron Chef. Let's go back all the way. Japanese staple of the 90s.
What say you,
Come on.
Escoffier?
Early
Surely
2000s.
you of all people
Late
won't back
90s,
down
early
from this
2000s.
challenge.
Come on.
It was you who put the rule in place, after all.
Sure, I reinstated it, but I'm not a chef at Hotel de Boer anymore. Isn't this bending the rules a little?
Apparently he can do what he wants.
I see no issue as long as both sides agree to the terms. We could simply treat it as an exhibition of sorts. Savannah, any objections?
I mean, he is the boss. He can do what he wants.
Exhibition. Huh. No. If we're going to battle it out, let's put it all on the line. If I lose, it's up to you what happens to me.
You go back to being a sous chef because that's all you're capable of.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
But if you lose, you hand over the Codex de Board to me.
What? The Codex de Boer?
Okay.
Only the legendary handbook written by the original head chef Modeste. It contains all his secret recipes,
It had to
including
be a
Gâteau de
cookbook.
Boer.
Had to be.
It's the greatest treasure in Fontaine's culinary world. And only the present and former head chefs of the Hotel de Boer have the right to read it.
Stretch, stretch, stretch. I want to read the cookbook.
Present and former. Wait, but that already includes Savannah, though.
Right?
What do you want that old thing for? You have your own copy, don't you?
Don't take me for a fool. You know perfectly well what I mean. I want your copy, the original version, the one you took with you when you left us.
Wait. You want her notes on the original recipes? No. You're not entitled to that. No. Isn't that? No,
I'm
that's not how
sorry,
that
I
works.
must be missing something. You know, there's no difference between the original and the copy, right? They contain the exact same recipes.
It's like when my children want my recipes and then I hand it to them and they're like, "Where's the numbers?" And I'm like, "It says right there until it's right." Yeah, that.
Stop trying to change the topic. What's wrong, Escoffier? Scared you're gonna lose to me? Or are you scared of me getting my hands on the original Codex?
It's literally the same.
Savannah, you may remember that we gave her the original as a parting gift to thank Escoffier for her years of service. Asking for it back feels a little,
Sassy. Rude.
Oh, I'm sure it won't be an issue, as long as both sides agree to the terms. Those were your words, weren't they? And as for the contest itself, let's make it a bake-off. Gâteau de Boer, per the recipe in the Codex. Well, Escoffier, you against me. Are you in or out?
Kick her ass, Escoffier.
You sound surprisingly confident. All right then, let's see how much you've actually grown. I hope you surprise me, Savannah. I'd hate to find out that all you've learned after this long is how to chew people's heads off.
Believe me, I'll show you.
Escoffier, are you sure this is a good idea? You accepted her terms a little hastily.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, it'll be fine. Let's head back to the Fleuve Cendres so I can get prepping.
Prepping. We teleporting. Let's cook it up.
So, this whole bake-off thing kind of came out of nowhere. Was it really sensible to just go along with it?
The Great British Baking Show. Yes. Yes, we really needed to go along with it.
I got a sense that she's holding something back. But we chefs always express ourselves in our cooking. So if she won't talk, this might be the best way to find out what's really going on with her.
Huh? Holding back? Sure didn't sound that way to Paimon.
I mean, I wouldn't call that holding back, but
Escoffier only picked up on it because she's the same way.
I mean,
Always
holding
closed
back?
off, never letting you know what
Wouldn't
she
go that
really
far.
thinks.
That's patently false, at least where your macarons are concerned. I've been nothing but truthful with you about the disgraceful amount of sugar you use.
Okay, that's one case where you can keep your thoughts to yourself.
She does have a sweet tooth.
Oh, that? Well, it's not so much a recipe book as a diary of Modeste's adventures.
Oh, excuse me. Goodness.
Back in the day, he and his good friend
gonna have to go to
Zavelli
bed soon.
explored far and wide, partly adventuring, partly looking for new ingredients and developing new recipes. Their
We've met
creations
people
had
like
an
that.
enormous influence on the course of Fontaine cuisine.
In
turning it
Inazuma,
into
I
a much
believe.
more vibrant and diverse scene. For instance, legend has it that the original Gâteau de Bourg was made using a special secret ingredient that Modeste discovered on one of his adventures. So rare was the ingredient that they could never make more than 16 slices of the cake per day. But everyone who tried it claimed that it was one of the most blissful and invigorating things they had ever tasted. Modeste and Savelli went on to found the original Hôtel de Bourg, which catapulted them to stardom in Fontaine's culinary world, especially Modeste. He was hailed as a once-in-a-generation genius, and over time, the recipes from his adventure log became known as the Codex de Bourg.
Ah, Paimon's heard this kind of story before. Armed with the Codex, the Hotel de Bourg took its rightful place as the finest restaurant in the land,
Oh,
serving
Paimon, you've
those
been reading too
recipes
many
for
books.
centuries to come. Something like...
What? No, of course not. Cooking is a constantly evolving art form. How can any restaurant survive if they only serve food that was popular last century?
Exactly.
Anyway, never mind centuries. Savelli and Modeste parted ways not even 10 years after their rise to fame. Then, Modeste passed away while he was still in his prime. And that was it. The end of the Hôtel de Bourg's heyday. It fell into decline, and for most of its history, it was just a nondescript place with a couple of cheap tables. It's only in recent decades that it started recovering. Even then, it still took numerous relocations and changes of management before we finally ended up with Vanigem and the restaurant we have today.
Oh! So the Codex really isn't all that, then. Paimon figured it was like one of those mystical books they have in Liyue's martial arts novels, where the main character learns all their secret powers from.
Skill book.
Yes, well, that's fiction, and this is reality. You can't meet the tastes of modern diners by following some ancient recipes from a dusty old book.
True.
Case in point. Even the Gâteau de Bourg they sell now is actually Escoffier's reimagination.
Wait, really? Why though? Didn't that recipe make it into the Codex?
I mean, it was the rare ingredient that they
It did,
found on
but
travel.
like I said, it's a dusty old book now, and the records aren't as legible as they once were. Not to mention that there's no way of finding the secret ingredient Modeste wrote about.
I mean, there might be some way.
Reimagination is right. I consulted some historical records and took what I could from the Codex. But ultimately, the Gâteau de Bourg of today is my own recipe. As for why we gave it the same name and kept the tradition of only selling 16 slices a day, well, you've got Vanigem's business sense to thank for that.
Smart move, Vanigem.
Oh.
Smart move.
Huh. Well, that kind of takes all the mystique out of it.
Hey now, it might not be the original Gâteau de Bourg, but it's still the most delicious cake in Fontaine today. And who knows? Maybe Escoffier's version is more suited to your palate.
I mean, isn't this the cake that Farina was eating?
Just think, if the original truly was the perfect cake you're imagining it to be, there's no way the recipe would have been lost to history, right? Not to mention that the Hotel de Bourg never would have fallen into a slump.
I mean, it might have.
Anyway, before I left my role as head chef, I made a copy of all the recipes from the Codex, including my own improved versions, and turned them over to Savannah.
So why is she so interested in the original copy? Could it be a symbolic thing? Like, whoever holds the original Codex de Bourg is the true head chef?
Well, it was clearly precious enough to give to Escoffier as a parting gift. Meanwhile, Savannah only got a copy.
I mean, that sounds like she's second best.
Maybe
Sorry.
from her point of view, it's like management doesn't truly see her as being worthy of the role.
You think so? The only thing is, it was her suggestion to gift me the original in the first place. Well, a joint decision by her and Vanigem. But still.
What? Huh. Guess she's had a major
Who knows? We could speculate forever. Better to just let our Gâteau do the talking. It means besting her in this bake-off, and then getting her to explain herself, even if I have to beat it out of her with a spatula.
My goodness. Getting saucy with the kitchen equipment.
However much she's changed since we worked together, I believe that she still has her chef's pride. And if she respects the art, she'll respect the outcome of our contest.
Well, I'm confident that you and your spatula can get justice for Froment. All you need to do now is win the contest.
Oh dear.
That should be a breeze for you.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Gâteau de Bourg is very complicated to make. Usually, it takes 3 chefs working in tandem to cover everything.
I'm a pretty good cook.
Now, if I had to push it, I could probably do the work of 3 chefs myself. But I'd prefer to play it safe if I can find a couple of assistants in time.
Me. I'm a good cook. A Traveler's also a good cook in game, but like
Well,
personally,
that's
I'm a good
easy.
cook.
The 3 of us are veterans in the kitchen. You just need to pick 2 of us.
Well, I have heard the Traveler is an accomplished cook, as well as a warrior. But be warned, I will hold you to exceptionally high standards. Think you're up to the task?
Yes, chef.
Oh, count me in too. I've spent weeks perfecting my macarons after your scathing review. Even if it means competing against the Traveler, so be it. I'll show you what I'm made of.
Confident. I like it. Alright, let's start with some elementary mise en place. Show me your knife skills.
Everything in its place. Use normal attacks to cut the fruit. Okay.
I've always called it chopping stuff up, not mise en place. But it's basically the same thing, right?
Oh, Navi. Looks like you found that easier than I expected.
Yeah, thankfully it was pretty straightforward in the end. You made it sound like we'd be carving statues out of fruits or something.
Well, brace yourself, because
we
the
could
next
have.
step is anything but straightforward. I'll be using this cold press to extract flavor compounds from the ingredients.
I know what a cold press is.
A kind of special food processor I got the Fontaine Research Institute to make for me. It uses cold temperature extraction to isolate the essence of cooking ingredients, which can then be used to flavor dishes more precisely.
Okay.
But this isn't exactly standard kitchen equipment, so that probably didn't make a whole lot of sense. Let me give you a demonstration instead.
It's like an actual press. Like when you cold press olive oil, which means it's the first press. Tap your elemental skill to accelerate the cold press process, then use normal attacks to let it do its work. Seems special substance extracted from the plants might come in handy here.
Custom-made equipment from the Fontaine Research Institute, huh? That's some pretty hot...
The device isn't cold enough yet. I need to reduce the temperature. And done! These are the flavor compounds extracted from our ingredients. I've processed all the fruit you chopped up earlier.
Wow! Even the smell is so much more concentrated. What next? Do we add all this stuff in?
Don't just randomly add
Absolutely not.
things.
Throwing everything in at once will ruin the balance of flavors. We have
See?
to go slowly and carefully to calibrate the exact flavor we want. I'll demonstrate again. Now, watch closely.
It's like an extract. You don't add too much of that. Master of precision cooking. The flavorings you get from her multifunctional food processor can adjust the flavor profile of the dish. Strike a balance between fruity and floral, and adjust the flavor profile. Got it.
Slowly and carefully.
There you go.
And voila! Now it's your turn. Not terrible. Considering this was everyone's first time blending flavor extracts, it could have been worse.
Mine was perfectly balanced. Just
But
so
the
we're clear.
Traveler's work was surprisingly good. Are you sure you've never done this before? You got almost perfect results on your first try. Oh, well, they do say adventurers are multi-talented folks. Now I've seen it firsthand.
I
All
love
right,
the puzzles
now for
in
the
this
part
game,
I've
though.
been looking forward to. I want each of you to cook something from the Hotel du Bois' current menu. I'll judge your submissions and give you a final score. That's right. The true test of your cooking skills is the finished product. It'll be good practice for the contest itself. Now get to it. Chop chop!
Okay. I mean, you need 3 assistants. 2 assistants, 3 I don't know. How many does she need? 2 or 3? Either which way. You should be fine.
How's it going? Have you...
I like the lasagna looking thing.
Look at that! With the grace of a snow-winged goose, as I like to say. Now, let the grating commence.
Pretty good, right? Not to brag or anything, but Paimon's a bit of a connoisseur when it comes to la food.
Aren't you though, Paimon?
6 points.
What? Oh, well, fair enough. Paimon doesn't cook all that often, so as long as it's a pass.
That's 6 out of 100.
Poor Paimon.
You say you're a connoisseur, but it's quite clear from this dish that you have far more experience consuming food than creating it.
Yep.
By that logic, I suppose you think listening to Lady Farina on repeat every day would make you an opera singer.
Yes.
Aww.
Oh, me next, me next. I'll have you know that this batch of macarons has 2 whole tablespoons less sugar than my previous ones.
2 whole tablespoons, huh? Wow.
So you went from 12 tablespoons to 10? Well, it's nice to know you actually measured it out. Because it tastes like you just threw in whatever was left in the jar. 6 points.
Ouch.
Aw.
Now to the
Harsh.
final dish.
So, what do you think?
This is our last hope.
8 points.
Damn. Not bad.
Darn, that's barely higher than what we got.
Not exactly. The color is spot on. Beautiful aroma. Excellent presentation. I have to give this one 8 points out of 10. Maybe even 9 points.
How did you pull that off?
Why is it out of 10 now?
Don't get me wrong. There's room for improvement. But still, this is clearly the work of an accomplished chef. I can tell that you've put many hours of work into honing your skills in the kitchen. I can really taste the grace of the snow-winged goose in this dish. The traveler's journey, with all its trials, tribulations, and setbacks. Not to mention the frustrations of having a picky eater for a partner.
Okay.
Hey, you made that last part up. No way did you taste that.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. You totally can. I have a picky
well,
eater.
It looks like
Guaranteed.
I lost fair and square. I guess you'll be taking the Traveler as one of your assistants then?
But if it takes 3 chefs, that still leaves 1 slot remaining. Maybe Paimon and Navia should keep practicing and see how it goes?
Chef Escoffier,
Oh, it's Hilaire. What brings you here?
I heard the news about the cooking contest. You're doing Gâteau de Bois, right? I was just wondering if you needed any help.
I mean, she does have people to work in her kitchen.
And you think you're up to the task, do you?
Oh, no, I know I'm not there yet. It's actually my dad who wanted to help.
Aw.
Firma, last I heard, you could barely get out of bed.
He
Chef
still looks like
Escoffier,
he can barely get out of bed.
Navia, Traveler, thank you all so much for everything you're doing for me and my family.
Are we with those circles under his eyes?
I've
Dude
had
needs a
enough
nap.
of sitting around at home while you run yourselves ragged. If you let me, I'd like to help you win this cooking contest.
You need a nap, sir.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Don't you worry. I'll be fine. I'm feeling much better now. I'm sorry. I know I've been rather useless these past few days, but not anymore.
You're another one who might need some therapy, dude.
The fact is, I'm a fine chef, despite recent events. I've proven myself in the Hotel de Bourg kitchen, so if anyone's qualified to work under Chef Escoffier, it's me. I think. I mean, I hope so.
Yeah, a little self-esteem wouldn't hurt you either.
Firma, have you even set foot in a kitchen since leaving Hotel de Bourg?
I have not, but I'm fully rested now. I know I can handle it. I'll prove it. Let me whip something up for you right now.
Aww. He's like, I can cook. It'll be me. Watch. I can totally chop this up.
Huh? That's strange. Why are my hands shaking?
Dude, you good?
What do you call this, Firma?
I can't seem to grip my knife.
Do it again! Again! Again!
Yeah. He got some trauma. Yeah.
Hopeless. Get out of my kitchen yesterday.
Yeah. He's got a little.
Dad!
He's got a little.
What's wrong? I don't
Just a
understand.
little trauma.
I was feeling so much better, and then Will I never be able to work in a kitchen again?
Dad, talk to me. What happened?
That's
I
called
think
a
the real
flashback.
issue here is not physical exhaustion, but psychological trauma.
Monica, when did you get here?
Probably because you were all concentrating so hard on your cooking. I didn't want to interrupt your flow.
Okay.
But anyway, Firma, I'm so sorry. If only I'd known how serious your situation was, I would have stood up for you sooner.
I mean,
You have nothing
That
to
would've been a good
apologize for,
idea.
Monica. During those long nights of redoing every order, you were the only person who looked out for me.
Oh, come on. All I did was make you some tea. I doubt it was much help. Savannah was so ruthless toward you. I probably should have brought you something stronger.
I mean, if you'd given him something to lower his inhibitions, he might have stabbed her instead of the thing he was supposed to be chopping up.
She sounds like the worst. All right, another Savannah horror story. Let's hear it.
She's been getting harsher and harsher on us ever since she heard about Escoffier's new role in the Fleuve Cendre. Seems like no matter what we make, she'll find something wrong with it.
What is this? It looks like a dog's been at it. In the trash now!
Okay.
Then she orders us to redo the dish again and again, but we never know what's going to make her happy.
Do it again, do it again, do it again!
Every time you remake it, you just get another earful from her.
Either straighten yourself out or get out of my kitchen!
So now, it seems like just picking up a kitchen utensil gives me flashbacks of her yelling at me.
Oh, man. That must be awful.
The more I want to get it perfect, the more my hands shake, and the more scared I am of making another mistake.
Now, if you're scared of making mistakes, you're never going to do anything.
How can you give up so easily, Firma? You weren't a quitter when you were working for me. And even under Savannah, you talk about working late into the night trying to perfect your dishes. That says to me that you still hadn't lost that determination to prove yourself. What changed?
I don't know what's come over me. When I think back, I just remember feeling like my heart and my hands were growing heavier and heavier as the shift went on. Each time I had to redo a dish, my heart sank a little further. Maybe Savannah was right. Maybe I am just hopeless at this.
Dad.
I see. Well, it sounds like there are some deep issues at work here. Ones that won't be resolved by merely seeking compensation.
That's what I said. That's called trauma.
I will win this contest, and after that, I encourage you to approach Savannah and talk this out.
But what if you can't find another assistant in time? Clearly, I'm in no state to help out.
Monica's here.
You
Could she
think
do
being
it?
one person short will ruin my chances? Let's not forget, I taught you and her everything you know. Even if I had to go it alone, I would present the
Oh, well, Paimon and Nadia will still keep practicing, just in case.
Okay.
And so will I.
Good job, Hilaire.
Yeah! And if worse comes to worse, we can always get the Spina di Rosula to put out an emergency call for chefs. There's gotta be someone out there, right?
Monica, like right there. Did you see her?
Actually, I thought maybe I could help. That's sort of why I'm here.
What? Why didn't you say so?
She kind of
I
showed
was
up.
going to, but then, well, this is the first chance I got.
You do this for us? Thank you so much, Monica.
All right, fine by me. But aren't you still working for Savannah? Joining the other side seems like a guaranteed way to put your future employment in jeopardy.
I don't think she wants to work there anyway.
I know, but it's all right. I've made up my mind. With the way things are, I can't keep working for Savannah much longer anyway. Unless I want to become the next Fermat.
Ooh, harsh. Harsh.
I'm done with sucking it up. It's time to try and turn things around. If this cooking contest can get Savannah to see the error of her ways, then I'm sure she'll forgive me for this.
Probably not. Actually, that's not how that works.
Paimon didn't think we'd be poaching from Savannah's staff to get our third person, but there you go. Anyway, Monica's a professional chef, so nothing could possibly go wrong now.
That's not, okay. Okay.
Great! Then it's settled. And to congratulate you all on making the team, I propose a Spina-sponsored meal to celebrate.
Spina sponsored? Wait, you mean I'm cooking?
Well, I promised the traveler a feast in the Fleuve Cendre. And I know how much you've been looking forward to it.
Oh, by the way, you have your staff. Now cook for us.
Yeah! Feast, feast, feast!
It's like everybody going, hey, Mom, we're going to come over and have dinner together. And then they're like, what are you making?
All right, if you insist, then prepare for some of the finest food of your lives. That's not a bad idea, actually. Wait, hold on. You need to finesse that further.
That was a dream come true. Paimon never knew Fontanian cuisine could be this good.
Higher. Go higher. Going up. Going up. Hello. Thank you. I'm in the bucket. I'm not in the bucket. Let's go up. Oh, look, it's a turtle. Hi, turtle. Does your silence indicate displeasure? Yes, they don't make noise. I do like the turtle. Wait. Nope, we're going down some. Not up, but down. Wait. Where? Hello? There you are.
Why, Savannah? Oh, nothing. I was just flicking through the original Codex de Boer. I wanted to see if there was anything I'm missing. Something I hadn't noticed before. That might explain why Savannah's so desperate to get her hands on it. But I can't find anything. It's just some hastily scribbled recipes in between diary entries from Modest's adventuring phase. And most of it's not even legible anymore.
Unless
The
by
copy I gave her
copying
not
it.
only has all the recipes in full, but even includes my own private tips and notes from years of experience. Surely that's infinitely more useful than this old thing. Yeah,
Bad, probably against
maybe.
your pride, but
Still, it's just hard for me to imagine that the Savannah I knew would go to all this effort just to make a point. We were. At least I always thought we were. She was a little shy, but meticulous with everything and everyone she dealt with. She made a few mistakes here and there, but she was quick to correct them whenever they were pointed out. And she was always striving to improve as a chef. Those qualities are why I recommended her to replace me as head chef. I never imagined for 1 second that she'd cause Fiamma and the other staff so much grief. Well, I mean to an extent, of course. I pushed hard for her to get the role. And the idea that she turned out like this because of me is difficult to come to terms with.
that's difficult to come to terms with.
I wonder if this is how Modeste felt back when he was writing the Codex. Yes, with his good friend and co-founder of the Hotel de Boer, Savelli. The story goes that after Modeste unveiled his Gâteau de Boer and was hailed as a culinary genius, he was admired and adored by all. But his newfound fame slowly drove, unlike Modeste, whose every new creation was an instant hit. Savelli seemed to face setbacks at every turn. Doors that would swing wide open for Modeste would shut in Savelli's face.
Well, that would
And
definitely
with
cause
Modeste
problems.
being whisked off to all manner of functions by his celebrity friends, he had less and less time to discuss the culinary arts with Savelli. People started gossiping about Savelli, and their relationship between the two gradually soured. Everything came to an abrupt end when Modeste, still in the prime of his life and still hailed as a genius, suddenly died from an acute illness.
And we're sure he wasn't poisoned, right?
And that was it. They neither had a decisive split, nor got the chance to properly reconcile. Their story just came to an end. One rumor had it that Savelli actually killed Modeste out of jealousy, even as the latter was hoping to make amends. Unlikely. It's a popular theory, but there's no real basis for it. At least there are no records of Savelli ever being convicted of a crime.
Just because you weren't convicted doesn't mean you didn't do it.
Still, beyond a point, there's no way of knowing what truly happened in the past. All we can do is try to make sure the present doesn't quite go as badly. And that's why I have to win this contest tomorrow. Then get the truth about everything that's been going on, even if it means cracking her open like a nut. You're right about that. Just follow my lead and victory will be ours.
Okay.
Let's hope that...
All sizzle and no steak. Got it. Noon to 1600 hours. Okay.
It's cooking contest day! To the Hotel de Boer! Toot sweet!
Toot sweet. All right. We are here at the Hotel de Boer. We are, in fact, going to wait to start the contest here because I am tired and I'm going to bed. And oh boy, do I really need to focus on that. Oof. I will have to do that sometime this week. Oh, there's the whirling waltz. I haven't even started that yet. I have a lot of things to do. Hopefully tomorrow night, after work, we shall see. I hope you all have a lovely evening. Get some sleep. Have a good rest. And let's do this again tomorrow. Good night.